Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode here on the Ironman Profile. Today we're doing some Blaze Slayer. Mayor Aatrox has come to town, and it is time to basically focus on our final Slayer in a sense. This is our only Slayer that isn't max leveled, and we have a long way to go. I'm only Blaze Slayer level 7. We need about 900,000 Blaze Slayer XP to hit Blaze 9, as well as a ton of Gabagool Distillate to finally get our Inferno minions fueled again. So we have a lot of stuff we need to do. If you guys are excited for today's video, though, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and let's jump right into it. Super quickly though, if you do ever find yourself checking out the Hypixel store, whether it be for Taylor's brand new spring theme bundle or an upcoming fire sale, or maybe you just need some Skyblock gems for a booster cookie, don't forget to use my career code on checkout. That is code Zach, spelled just like my name, Z-A-C-H. If you type that in on checkout, it'll actually save you 5% on your purchase. It's a great way to support myself and the channel. I do greatly appreciate everyone using my code. You guys are amazing. But without further ado, let's get right into today's episode. Mayor Aatrox is finally in office again, which means everyone is out and about on the server doing some Slayers. There's a certain Slayer though that has been getting a lot of attention since Mayor Aatrox went into office, and it's based on the area I'm standing in right now. Blaze Slayer. My goodness, is it a mess, okay? We have some big problems that I've been doing everything I can to inform the admin team on getting fixed and patched, because as much as it may be fun for some players, I personally don't enjoy when there's active bugs being used and abused. So I've been gathering intel. I think I got a method patched yesterday with the help of some admins, and we're working on patching the new one. But you might be wondering what I'm talking about. There's a one-shot bug. Basically, people are somehow able to one-tap the hardest Slayer boss in the game. Which, for anyone who doesn't know, also those red mini-bosses are brutal. Having a one-tap bug on the hardest boss in the game is a little bit of an issue when it comes to the price of a lot of the items, as well as fast-tracking, let's say, a lot of progression. You'll see a lot of kids down here who normally probably can't even do tier 4s, who can now just have the power to one-shot them and run around in parties just destroying every single boss. Every single Crimson Isle lobby I've been to since Mayor Aatrox has been in office, I've come across at least a few people doing the one-shot bug in one of the larger rooms down below, and there's honestly nothing I can do about it right now. There just isn't. I will never be doing the one-shot bug myself. I will not be shooting anything to one-tap a boss. It's just, I don't know what to do, man. I don't, because like even when I'm up top trying to do bosses by myself, people just run along and one-tap it because it's like so easy for them to do. Like if you know how to do it, it's very easy. So it's kind of brutal. It's like, do I just not do Blaze Slayer for now then, or do I join the chaos that is down here and just spawn my boss, and if it gets one-tapped, it gets one-tapped? I actually don't know what the right answer is. I'm gonna be honest. Blaze Slayer is the only Slayer I have left that's not max level. So, and I was honestly really excited to do Blaze Slayer. You guys saw me working on my equipment, and yeah, it's just all, it's all pretty chalked up. It's pretty messed up. I'll show you guys in a second. Like I'll spawn my boss and watch what happens to it. Okay, it's ridiculous. Okay, first and foremost, my boss is somewhere in that pile there. You would think this is a ridiculous mess, right? Except for it's not, and these kids just one-tap them all, and they're dead. Like, we're talking about the hardest boss in the game. Like, literally, as a level 400, it takes me at least a minute to kill one by myself. And this one dude just killed, like, 5 of them in the span of, like, 5 seconds. It's ridiculous. It's insane. It needs to get fixed. I've done everything I can to report every little thing, like things the admins didn't know about. Like I was running around exploring, and so I do apologize if the people who are using it are against that, obviously. Like, but I'm sorry, it just has to be patched. Like this is not good for the server long term at all, or even short term, I'm gonna be honest. So yeah, hopefully it gets fixed. You might be wondering how I even found out about something like this in the first place, and it was right after Mayor Aatrox went into office. I was like, okay, I'm going to spawn a boss. I want to see if I can still do it. Like, do I still know how to kill these things, you know? And making sure that, like, I had, like, my gear on the right stuff, because, like, there's a lot of different, like, setup aspects required for Blaze Slayer, making sure you're on the right power stone, and make sure you have all the right reforges on everything, obviously. Like, there's just a lot of things you have to, like, make sure you've set up properly. And so I was doing that. I brought my boss outside to kill it, just in case, and just to get used to it again. And I died to my boss. I didn't have my fire pillar warnings on, so I died. And I was like, okay, well, that one, I know why I died. Let me try and respawn another one and see how it goes, you know? So I spawn another boss, and some kid runs up, and he's staring at me. There was like a group of 10 people, okay? And I was like, okay, I'm about to get grief somehow. This is going to be awful. And then all of a sudden, they one-tap my boss. They just one-tap it. And I was like, okay, that's an issue. And naturally reported it. But I was just like, what's going on? Okay, let me try again. So I found another lobby, and I spawned it. And I was able to kill it. And I was like, okay, let me do another one. And then more kids showed up and one-tapped my boss again. And, like, it was just happening every lobby I went to. And then eventually one of them partied me and said, come down to the bottom area. And this is what you can find in, like, every single Blaze or, like, Crimson Isle lobby, every Smoldering Tomb. It's just people non-stop just, like, boss trading and just, like, one-tapping these things. Everyone's hitting each other's mini-bosses. Like, it's cool, but it's, like, this bug is so bad for the game. Like, here, there's my boss, okay? My boss is dead now. It's gone. Did you even see my boss? I didn't see my boss. Like, it's disgusting. It's insane. I don't know what to do about it. Like, I probably shouldn't be even joining this. It's just a mess. Anywhere I go, though, like, they'll just come and one-tap my boss. Like, even when people are doing it outside. Because if they die to a red mini-boss, which, like, everyone dies to it when it spawns, basically, they're gonna, like, they run by and they're like, oh, let me just one-tap this quick. So it's like, I can't go anywhere. Like, it's either I'm down here or up there. It doesn't matter where I am. It's just getting one-tapped. It's insane. So a couple things I need to update you guys on, though. Been doing a bunch of bosses, and I actually have enough Scorched Books, finally. Like, I can't believe I didn't have this Power Stone. I had 6 before. I've gotten 3 today so far, though, and this should be enough to actually learn the power. I'm pretty sure I don't have it learned, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Scorched Book right here. So, yeah. This will give me 15 Skyblock XP, actually. So we're going to be level 401. We haven't leveled up in a minute. It is not crafted with a Daedalus Axe. But there it is. If we go ahead and learn the new power, that gives us 15 Skyblock XP, and the level 400 is gone. I'm not going to lie, level 400 looks so clean, bro. But unfortunately, we have to move on to bigger and better things, I think is the best way of putting it. So it's okay. It's okay, but I mean, we had to level up at some point, you know, but man, having that 400, I'm glad we had it for a couple days. That was probably the cleanest looking level. 401 looks pretty clean too. I mean, honestly, just that color combination, but either way, 400 will be missed. We're on our way to the next milestone, I guess you could say. But something I want to do is I've actually gotten a decent amount of blaze ashes so far today. I think enough to craft like 12 more blaze belts, man. It's a process, it really is, but I figured we'd go ahead and try our luck every once in a while, because the sooner I can get it, the better. Obviously, I have like a bunch of veteran belts set aside. Also, look, I have a mana pool, mana regen one, but we need a veteran vitality one, so that is the goal. As you can see, we've crafted our fair share, and it is time to see if we are lucky. So let's go ahead and do recipe blaze. The one thing that's super tragic about attempting to craft these is I'm slowly but surely working towards the blaze pet, and the blaze pet needs 64 enchanted blaze rods, which is I think 10,000 enchanted blaze powder. And every time I get close or make some progress towards it, at least, I craft blaze belts. It has to be done, though. It does. I really need this equipment piece. I mean, with the one-tap bug right now, I don't, because it doesn't matter how much damage you do. Someone's just going to come and one-shot your boss, which is so dumb. But when that's inevitably fixed, hopefully the day I'm recording it gets fixed, okay? I'm keeping tabs on that whole situation. But, yeah, I say we go ahead and craft ourselves some blaze belts and hope we get lucky. So here we go. Please, let it be. Mana pool speed 1. Dominance under resistance. Lifeline. No. Come on, please, 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 please. I actually beg. This would be so huge if we could clutch up here. There's a veteran, a vitality. Now put them together. No. Okay. Unlucky. Unlucky. Yeah, that's how she goes, unfortunately. Blaze belts are brutal. I mean, it's so many blaze ashes, like per, but it has to be done. There's a veteran one, and there's our vitality one. So, but what's insane is I think this is enough to make what, vitality 5, or is this might, no, this is enough for vitality 5, yeah. And then I'm one off having enough for veteran 5, so I would have a 5/5 cloak right, or belt right now if I could actually get the god roll. But no luck so far, and I'm not gonna combine all these yet. I'll wait till I get the god roll, but we'll keep trying. We'll keep trying. Also, I just swapped lobbies to get back to some Blaze Slayer, and I randomly warped into a Cataclysmic lobby. Kind of insane. You don't see those every day, that's for sure, but cool to see them. It's just funny. Like, you always find some of the weirdest stuff in Skyblock when you don't need it. Like, I don't need that for anything now, but still cool to see. Also, what? I'm so confused. Okay, wait. Does Auto Slayer take from your bank? But if you're starting a quest yourself, I guess it doesn't. That is interesting. Okay, I'll take out 9 million coins, though. We're starting to chew through some of the coins we have saved up, but it has to be done. My goodness, the patch is rolled. Look, people are back to, like, just standing in the walls down here. Like, this is gonna be, like, my go-to spot. Probably, like... Can I not Ether Warp on the skull? Can I Ether Warp on this slab? I can. Do I have to, like, aim... Okay, if I aim there. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I've heard this is a really good spot to do Blaze Slayer. Yeah. Finally, though. My goodness. Honestly, I don't like when bugs like that are going on, and luckily the Snowman pet has been patched. I won't tell you guys how to do the bug, obviously, in case, like, there's weird alterations, but just assume this had something to do with it. So, thankfully, it's done. Everything's restored. We can go back to normal bosses and finally, like, feel like there's a sense of progression now when you kill a boss. Like, killing a boss should be, like, a good moment, you know? The hardest boss in the game shouldn't be, like, some kid who can't do them normally running around one-tapping them. So, I want to show you guys where I'm at, though, with doing these bosses now. So, let's do one together quick. Okay, boss has spawned. Let me do my best not to troll. I haven't done, like, one on camera in a minute, and I don't know why, but doing stuff when you're filming, like, especially, like, skill-based things, like, I would argue a tier 4, like... Inferno Demon Lord is pretty skill-based, and yeah, I just get a little bit worried. But in the past, I used to have to wear 2 pieces of sword armor. Now I think I can get away with just wearing the chest plate, which is super nice. Also, I don't know how the laser hit me. It must have been like when he like jumped up from like taking KB or something. Very strange, but yeah, I want to show you guys the whole entire process, basically where we're at with Blaze Slayer. And let me go and swap to that, swap to this. Okay, looks like he's spawning a pillar. Hopefully my warning actually works. It is, thank goodness. Let's go ahead and get that down. Swap to this. Go like so. Go back to hitting this dude. Good to see you, buddy. There we go. Oh, okay, the pits are a little in my face. I can't lie, but it's okay. It's okay, we're surviving. So far, so good. There's one phase that's a little bit worrisome when I'm only wearing 1 piece of Sorrow, and you guys will very much see it here in a second. It's basically like right after this when bro becomes just slightly enraged, but I think last time I died to it was because I forgot to place an Overflux down again. So hopefully that's not the case this time, and we're chilling. That leg spike though is dangerous. Dangerous. Oh my goodness. Okay. We're getting there, though. We are getting there. And we're going to have to go and Wither Cloak for that thing again. Swap back to Ashen. Okay, so far so good. Yeah, I think we're in the clear now. We should be chilling. We'll just go ahead and basically do the last bit of damage. And there we go. Ooh, Gabagool Distillate, too. That actually reminds me. I've been getting a bunch of Gabagool Distillate. We need to get the minions going again. But yeah, I feel like that wasn't too bad. Wasn't too stressful. There's just that one part right after... its second split that becomes a little bit sketchy for me, but besides that, we're kind of chilling. But I have over 3 stacks of Gabagool Distillate. Let's go actually fill up the minions before I forget. So something I've been making sure that I do while doing Blaze Slayer is I have my RNG meter constantly on Gabagool Distillate. It is by far the thing I'm gonna need the most of if I ever want a single chance of maxing out all the Blaze Slayer drops, items, crafts, you name it. I need so many Inferno Vertexes, let alone Reaper Peppers, one day hopefully, maybe an Apex or 2 or 3. I think I need 3 of them to max out everything, right? 1 for SOS, 1 for a tier 11 minion, and then 1 for a Sub-Zero Wisp Pet. And I could even be missing a craft in there that also needs ones, who knows? But either way, I have a decent amount of very crude Gabagool that I've kind of just been sitting in these minions. These things haven't been running in a while, but we have a bunch of Gabagool Distillate now, which was definitely the big thing holding me back, and I want to try and stock up on a ton of this stuff during this Aatrox. So that is my goal. The more Gabagool Distillate, the better. It means I can keep my minions running for a good while, and that's the main thing I care about. So I need to figure out how to craft this stuff again. I haven't crafted this in a minute, so let me look into that and let's craft up some fuel. Okay, big thing we're gonna need is some sulfuric coal. So let me go and craft up 4 stacks of that. Then if we do like so, I think I need to make all this into fuel gabagool, right? So let's just start making some stacks of this, I guess. And then let me just make some heavy as well along the way. Okay, that's 15. That's actually a pretty sizable amount, but we need some more. Let's go ahead and make another one of those. 16, 17. Okay, that's all I can make with that coal. So let me go ahead and grab some more. So for coal, let's go and make the same amount again really quickly. Yeah, trying to remember how all this is done again. It's been a while since I've had the blaze minions going and or the inferno minions, so just trying to remember what I actually need. 19, 20, 21. How many do I need? So let's search up hypergolic really quickly. So for 1 hypergolic you need obviously this, but to make a hypergolic gabagool is 3, 6, 9, 12 heavy, so I need 24 of these. So we're actually really close. Okay, I need a little bit more coal. Let's go ahead and craft that really quickly. Let's do basically the same amount again, why not? And let's go ahead and just craft all this into fuel gabagool, because I'm sure I'm gonna need it at some point, right? Like there's no world where I don't. There we go. Oh my goodness, I'm out of the coal again. How is that even possible? Okay, why are these different? Wait. Fuel gabagool? Okay, it was just bugging. Need some more coal. Man, I'm chugging through this stuff though. Let's go ahead and do 32. Craft 2 stacks of it. There we go. And turn it all into heavy. That's 39 heavy. Okay, so we have enough for a little over 3 of the gabagool fuels, which is really good actually. Okay, and I have enough for even more after that. But let's go ahead and make the hypergolic gabagools. We need 2 of these bad boys. So there's 1, there's 2. I'll make 2 for now, and the rest I will be crafting after the fact. I'll do the rest off camera basically. But okay, good start. Let's go and put these here. Man, it's so confusing trying to like remember how to do all this. So I think I need my inferno fuel blocks, and then if I'm not mistaken, just to like remind myself fully, it should be like this, and then let's go like that, and then plop one in the center. Okay, it is. Yeah, so this is one with crude gabagool. Make sure that's all right. Let's go and make a second one of those. Beautiful. And then I just remembered that I need to make like 10 or how many of these minions do I have over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I want to make 8 of the heavy ones with gabagool distillate, I think. So let me go and do that really quickly. So this is one of them. Just making sure it all looks good. I want to make 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. These are for the other minions basically, and should help us stock up on gabagool, which is definitely a big thing we need. And then hopefully we can just keep getting a ton of gabagool distillate where I literally don't even care about this stuff. But there we go. We have all the fuels ready to go. Now it is time to actually fuel these things up. And then can I see, right click on Inferno Minion with this item to boost its chances of creating unique drops from hypergolic fuel. Does this only have 1 charge left in it? Is that why it's not showing? I feel like it should say like out of 3. If we go ahead and look up eye drops really quickly, let's go ahead and take a look at these. So 2 of the 2 charges. Okay, yeah, so now it stacks. Now it stacks like this. So I need more exportable carrots and a water hydra head. Okay, let me see if I even have this stuff. Let me try and get some stuff ready. Okay, after playing around with a rabbit who is causing me some issues, I do have 2 stacks of exportable carrots. If we go back to on, I can't remember where my hydra heads are. I'm gonna be honest, and that is the part that's actually I do know where they are. They're right here. Look at all of them. Beautiful. Let me go ahead and grab that. I think I then need what 2 stacks of enchanted carrots, oh my, thank the heavens, I actually do have. Okay, I'm apparently missing something. What am I missing? 4 chili peppers. Okay, perfect. I should have that as well in my combat sack. Yes, I do. Beautiful. Give me those eye drops, please. Now, these things are really important. If you haven't seen me like do some Blaze or Inferno minions in the past, or now you're seeing them now, basically eye drops are very, very important to use on hypergolic fueled Inferno minions because they increase the chance to get unique drops by 30% for 24 hours. So very important to actually use them right away. Okay, so now we just have to fuel these things basically. I'm going to get my eye drops ready. Make sure I don't use these on anything besides the hypergolic ones. But let's go ahead and put a hypergolic fuel in here. And I should just be able to right click them, and now there should be little water particles coming out, which is perfect. Let's head on over to the second one, do the same with this dude. There we go, that one's all fueled up, and let me put these eye drops away before I use them on the wrong minions by accident. There we go. And then we just need to load these other 8 tier 2 Inferno minions up with our heavy tier Inferno fuel. So let's go ahead and do that really quickly. This should give us a decent amount of Gabagool within the next 24 hours, which will basically just help us continue to fuel them, which is super important. But there we go, like so. And I just need to make sure I stay on top of Blaze Slayer this Aatrox so I can actually have a large, basically stockpile of Gabagool distillate. And then I can kind of just keep these things running for like a really long time. So that's the goal. And yeah, that's about it. But hopefully we can come back tomorrow to at least 1 Inferno Vertex. I'll be very happy with at least 1. I can't remember how many I have in total. I honestly can't remember where I even put my other ones. They might be in this chest. They are. Yeah, we have 3 Inferno Vertexes so far after using 14 fuels. So hopefully these next 2 will be lucrative. I mean, we put eye drops on them this time, so hopefully that helps a little. But there we go. The minions are fueled again. So unfortunately, that is going to bring us to the end of today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it though. A little hectic in terms of the first 24 hours of Mayor Aatrox with that bug. Thankfully it's patched though, finally. Seriously, it was getting ridiculous, but glad it is all fixed and we can get back to doing our Blaze Slayers normally. But if you guys did enjoy today's video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Use code Zach when checking out in the Hypixel store for any upcoming fire sales. Without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care and peace out.